What's up, guys? Lighten over here, and welcome back to our
For the
podcast.
300th time.
Yeah, because we took a lot of time to get this actually running, so we had a lot of difficulty.
And this entire podcast had a lot of difficulties this first episode. So, you know what?
Yeah, because apparently...
Welcome to episode 1, version 5,000.
4? I don't know.
I lost count. I don't remember how many times we did in episode 1, but we're rebooting the podcast once again.
I don't know. Yes, so ignore the, I think, of the first 4 podcasts that we did on our channel. I might just delete them.
So,
I know.
What we're going to do in this podcast, we decided, we have a few different segments, but for this episode, we're going to do an anime review, an anime watch-along. And we've never seen this anime.
And then... the anime is called Legendary Heroes Dead. I think it's from 2021, but the summer season.
I have never heard of this anime.
You know, from the very small clip I saw, it looked interesting.
So, as someone who has never seen it, we're going to review this anime, talk about it. It's not a reaction. We're going to cut it down.
Yeah, but you guys will see what our first reaction of this anime is like and what we think, because neither of us have seen this. So
I think it'll also be fun.
I guess it'll
also be fun in future episodes if we rewatch a series that we've already seen and then go through it as well.
Yeah, which it will most likely be one person would have seen the anime if we go over it. Like an anime that one of us has seen and the other hasn't. If we watch, it's gonna be like that. So we're not gonna watch like an anime that we've both seen. That's insanely long. This is only 12 episodes, so it's short and sweet.
We're not gonna watch Full Metal Alchemist again? Oh.
Probably not. You can if you want on your own. That's fine. On your own you can do it, but that's a long anime I'm not going to watch on podcasts
I haven't seen
together.
Chainsaw Man or Jujutsu Kaisen, so we should put that on the podcast as well.
I haven't seen either of those except for... I don't know if I watched the whole episode of JJK, but I watched some of it. I don't know if I've seen the whole first episode. I don't remember. It was like a year ago. I don't remember.
I don't feel like watching
so I don't remember anything.
I feel like we should do that for the podcast, but okay. Anyway.
Well, without further ado, I think let's start this anime. I think it's copyrighted though.
Yeah.
So
we're not playing that.
Yeah, but
anyway.
I'm not sure if this is like a next episode preview or if it's like the continuation with the ending song. Because some anime do show more with the ending song.
Yeah, that's true.
So if this is still part of the same episode, people are going to have to watch this part on their own because we don't need copyright strikes on this channel.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so guys, we just finished watching episode 1 of the Legendary Heroes Dead. I'm not used to that title yet.
Hey, at least it's not long like some of the other anime. There's an anime about a guy going to another world and he becomes overpowered in the real world as well. That's a long time.
That's what I thought. I literally thought this was an isekai that you picked. Which I'm not.
No, it's not isekai.
I'm not against, but like.
Hey! I almost watch every new isekai every season.
Listen, I watch Re:Zero, one of the best isekai animes out there. So I don't hate isekais, but.
Well, that reminds me of shit here. That's an isekai, and it's said to be one of the best, if not the best isekai. So, you watch that.
What did you think of this episode of this anime so far?
Well, honestly, I thought he wouldn't act as perverted as he was in the hero's body. But it seems he acts the same way regardless of what body he's in.
I'm just confused as to what's going on. So, like, the lolly, of course there's a lolly in this anime, just of course. The lolly apparently, like what? Put the dead hero's body, into Toka?
Basically, she put Toka's soul into the dead hero's body.
So it's a transformation.
It's his soul, isn't it?
So we have we have a badass lolly for some reason. We have a pretty boy.
Yes.
We have the hot blonde, and we have Toka.
Uh-huh.
We have
What they all have, and it seems like he's just Toka.
Exactly.
Just Toka.
We have the main character who's a bit of a pervert, who's an idiot most times, and
Hey, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. There's always a pervert somewhere in an anime. It's either the main character or an old man like Master Roshi in Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
This happens to be the main character.
This, honestly, I'm not sure how I feel about this anime. This is, like, it was not bad. This first episode, I would give it like a 6.75 out of 10. I don't know how you would rate this first episode, but that's what I would rate it.
I'd probably give it around the same.
Yeah. It's kind of, honestly, this anime is kind of generic. It feels generic to me.
I know, but, when you haven't really seen the anime, you don't know. You only have really the synopsis.
Yeah.
That's really all you have. That doesn't usually give enough information sometimes.
That's really fair, because we only watch episode 1, and typically, out of any shows, when I watch shows, I usually give it like a 3 to 5 episode window before I really judge it and decide whether
I usually give like 4 episodes.
Yeah.
I usually give 4 episodes. If it can't interest me in the first 4 episodes, I would drop it earlier. But if it's enough to keep me to continue watching, I'll watch the 4 first episodes, and then I'll decide whether I'm gonna, continue watching or just drop it altogether. Mostly all the animes I've watched, I keep going because I haven't found one that has not an interesting things to put away.
Yeah, I don't know. This anime the episode 1 alone just didn't do anything amazing to capture.
Yeah, I mean,
because
the most amazing thing
Yeah.
The most amazing thing was a hero just coming and slaying the demon instantly. That was like the only good thing that happened in this episode. And also, I found when the lolly was just floating above the pit. That was kind of funny.
Yeah.
How she started like, she's like, I'm more powerful. Please help me.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, she's powerful, but she needs help.
Yeah, that is one thing I found consistent. Like, this anime is definitely more comedic.
Yeah, but
actually,
I mean,
that is one of the
comedy
genres,
animes are good.
Comedy is one of the genres.
I definitely will watch some comedy, and mostly they become rom-coms, but I just don't find there's as many comedy animes that are good as like a comedy movie.
Yeah.
So that's why it's kind of hard to watch a comedy anime because
this anime is really
live
funny.
up to movies.
The facial expressions, the animation, some of the dialogue deliveries, it's funny. So like if you're looking for a comedy anime, I would recommend this. But like
at least it's not like but at least the animation is consistent. It's not like some stuff where the animation is good and then just suddenly just drops.
Yes.
In quality.
Yes, I will say though, even though the animation is good and consistent, we only did see episode 1, so who knows, maybe the later episodes have some amazing anime, amazing animation. Or maybe it has some
maybe it dropped. Yeah, I mean, animation can change because of, like, if the company could be being pressured, which sometimes can drop the quality in the anime. If they're not and they have as much free time as possible, then they usually will do more consistent animation.
Yeah.
It all depends on, whether the anime company is being pressured or if they have free, they're not getting pressured by any other streaming site or anything like that.
Yeah.
It all depends on and how much the animators are actually willing to put into work on the anime.
I'm not sure if we would continue this anime for this podcast, to be honest. Do you want to continue this anime for this podcast?
No, I'll probably watch it on my own, to be honest. I mean, there are a bunch of other anime. There's some newer anime that we could potentially try out.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like something from the actual fall season. This
are we in the fall season or are we in the winter season now?
Winter season usually starts in January, because it's the 2025 winter season. We're still in 2024. Right. But, I mean, anime that comes out in December is considered winter of the next year. But it's not the fall season until, basically, anime from the winter starts dropping.
What anime are you watching on your own right now?
Currently I'm watching Dragon Ball Daima, because obviously Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
And then I'm watching From Commonplace to World's Strongest, the 3rd season. and Spirit Chronicles second season
Okay.
is
So
currently.
for me, I'm watching 5 different animes right now. I'm
Oh,
watching
shit.
Pokemon Horizons, Fairy Tail 100 Years Quest, ReZero third season, Blue Exorcist fourth season, and
Oh, wow.
hold on, what was the fifth one again? Let me check my anime list because hold on, what was it again? What was the fifth anime I was watching?
I also need to watch Bleach. That was a real blood
Oh yeah,
rock.
Bleach.
It's
Bleach is
releasing its
bad.
third plot. Yeah, I
Oh, yeah.
haven't watched it yet, but it's releasing its third part, so I gotta start watching that
Oh, yeah, and
as well.
the fifth anime I'm watching is Sword Art Online Alternative Gun Gale Season 2. So yeah.
Oh, you watched the alternative. I
Yeah.
didn't know that. I dropped Sword Art Online during season
I like
3.
the alternative.
Yeah, I haven't seen it before.
I'm not gonna say the girls are hot because I'm pretty sure they're underage, so I'm not saying
Yeah,
that.
probably. I mean, sometimes you don't know how underage the girl is.
But you know,
Sometimes-
we're being safe
you
here.
know-
We don't know.
Yeah,
And also,
but
they're all
no,
lollies. They're all lollies. So
Yeah, but
no.
here's the thing. Some lollies might be legal. Like, I watched an anime. The mom looks like a lolly and she's 47 years old and she's small. Like, she's really small. She looks like she's a 6-year-old and she's 47.
I don't know how I feel about that because if you're a lolly, you look like a child, and the fact that you look like a child, it's still weird.
I know, but, you know, it's just, in Japan, they just like to sometimes make adults look like lollies.
I get
Or
that.
lollies look like adults.
I get that,
You know,
but it's you. There's a line there, and you're barely crossing that line.
No,
So.
I'm not crossing that line. Unfortunately, if you look at a lolly, regardless of your age, you're a lolly to me.
Yeah.
Okay? You need to look at least 18.
Yeah.
But, you know,
just
especially
saying,
if they're like...
For those
The thing is that...
for people who like lollies, I'm just saying there's a line there, and you're barely crossing it.
Okay, if you... What happens if you are under the age of 18 and you find a girl who's attracted to anime and she's the same age as you are when you find the anime? Do you think that's okay?
Sorry, repeat that.
Okay, let's say you watch an anime
Okay.
where the girl is under 18. Okay, let's she's like 16.
Okay.
If you're also 16 at the time that you find the anime, do you think it's okay to make her a waifu? Like your number one waifu? For like ever?
I think not the canon age. I think you can age her up like a head canon, but like canon age, it's weird and it's wrong. I think there's a line there, and the line is blurry, and it gets weird. So,
well,
I wouldn't push boundaries.
When I found my... Look, I was 17 when I found my waifu. Okay? And she, in the canon, is 16.
Okay, everything's fine so far.
But in the head... But if we go by the manga release, in the head canon manga release, that would be released in 2012 when she was 15.
I'm just gonna cut out all this conversation, because I don't want to get any... just in case. Just in case.
I'm just saying, if you found her when you were both under 18, I think that's fine.
Sure, but like headcanon, headcanon wise, you can age her up. If it's the canon age, it's weird and it's freaky.
But for the headcanon, it's fine.
Either way, I'm cutting this entire conversation out because I don't need this conversation in the podcast. This is getting weird.
Yeah, only the part about waifu's ages. Everything up before that's fine, and everything after. I don't know if it has something to do with just anime creators, or if they just find that anime is more interesting when they use teenagers.
You've seen Deadpool and Wolverine, right?
I mean, think about it. Yeah, I've seen Deadpool.
You know the girl Laura?
I watched it.
X-23? Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought she was really hot until I found out her age is 19. And I'm like,
I mean, that's
I know, but it's still weird because I'm 26, and that's still a pretty big gap. Like 19 is still, yes, it's legally okay, but like 19 and 18 are still technically teenagers. Like you're not matching an adult.
I know, but the government
know.
wouldn't see it.
I know. I get what you're saying, but
The
like,
law would see it as
but
okay.
it's still weird. Like,
You know?
why did she look now? Like now, she just looks like a baby to me. Cause like 19, no, dude. People who are born 2006 are 18. Take that in. If you're born in 2006, you're 18 now.
True. Yeah.
And
that
we
is
were
true.
8 in 2006.
Yeah, we were.
I don't like aging. I don't like being old.
We should stay young forever.
Listen, COVID ruined my early 20s. I was 22 when COVID happened. How am I in my mid 20s?
It's true. I mean, COVID, no one talks about it anymore, but it's still around to this
Yeah.
day. But I feel like no one talks about it anymore.
Anyway, I'm giving this anime, or at least the first episode of this anime, a 6.78. It's okay. It's good.
Yeah.
Kind of generic. Comedy's funny.
No.
But yeah.
Yeah. What do you say? I mean, it's not an anime. I mean, if you want a good comedy, this is probably one of the best comedies I've ever seen.
Or you can watch
But if you're okay with a little romance, there are some other animes that I could say if you want a little more romance in your anime. Yeah, eventually. At least the protagonist doesn't seem as dense as every other hero protagonist, because it's kind of seems like a little haremness in the beginning, because he kind of wants like three different girls.
That's why I kept asking for the genres, because like the genre is confusing me. It's trying to do a lot of things.
It seems like he wanted to go into a little ecchi and harem, but of course the source material could make it ecchi. Because, like, one of my favorite animes, if you read them light novel, it's more like a hentai, but they made the anime more ecchi-like.
Have you seen the redo of Healer?
No, but I know how bad, like, how it stretches its boundaries.
It doesn't stretch the boundaries.
Like,
it's
ecchi hentai.
It's basically hentai. I watched Season 1 of Redo of Healer.
This is why I decided not to watch it, because it was stretching way too far at hentai. I'm like, yeah, I want to watch anime, not hentai.
I was traumatized.
So that's why I
was traumatized by Redo of Healer.
That's why dude, I didn't even have to see any of the hentai scenes to know that this is not an anime, or not even an anime, this is hentai. I should not be watching. I don't know why it's considered anime.
What is the difference between hentai and ecchi?
Ecchi will only show like the chest of a female. Like it will show the chest of a female, but it won't show like any private parts or like any sexual scenes.
Dude, the line is blurry. The line is pretty blurry with ecchi and hentai. But Redo of Healer blurs that line even more. Because I swear, you see the main character's schlong, that, it's pixelated, but it's there. It's pixelated, but it's there.
Yeah, but ecchi won't show that. You see the girl's... The most ecchi does is show the girl's chest. That's it. And then ecchi does censor it later. And they make censor when it comes out. And then they later uncensor it.
Redo is so effed up. Like, unbelievably effed up. Like, Season 1 traumatized me.
The actual first episode of Goblin Slayer had to be redone. Did you know that?
Wait, what? Okay, I watched Goblin Slayer. Goblin Slayer was not that bad. Not compared to Redo of Healer.
No, episode 1 was so bad they had to redo it.
They redid Goblin Slayer, but not Redo of Healer?
Just episode 1 of Goblin Slayer. Because episode 1 was so badly, like... It got huge criticism that the actual company redid episode 1 to make it less. It was a little, how you say... It went a little too far into hentai territory.
No, that's not true. That's not true. I've seen all of Season 1 of Goblin Slayer. Episode 1 was not that bad.
Yes, they changed episode 1. They changed episode 1.
I know, but episode 1 was not that bad. And that's
what you saw. No, but it was much worse before they redid it.
I saw the original first episode. It was not that bad. It was edgy. It was edgy, it was dark. But it was not hentai or ecchi. It was not that. No. It was edgy. It was a dope
Because
episode.
it was heavily criticized and was redone. There was a news article about it.
Yeah, well, that's stupid because Goblin Slayer was. It's an edgy anime. It's a really dark anime, but the first episode was nowhere near as bad as Redo of Hero. Redo of Hero, you had an actual an actual hentai.
I know it's not bad as Redo Hero, but the episode 1 was apparently bad enough to get redone.
That's dumb though. I remember the first episode though. It was dark, yes. It was edgy, yes, but it was not even near as traumatizing.
Well, somewhere in it, I don't know. Yes, the people who watched the first episode, some criticized heavily because it was redone.
Society's hating on the wrong things. Like, we have an actual anime that deserves that criticism. Goblin Slayer is not that. Granted, I didn't watch season 2.
I feel like
I kind of dropped Goblin Slayer after season 1, so I didn't watch season 2. But season 1, as good as it was not that bad. The episode 1.
I feel like people knew what Read Over Here was doing, and that's why, and they just refused to watch it. And they just said, and I guess the company didn't care about criticism from Read Over Here, because I think if they didn't redo it, then they probably did not care about the criticism.
And hold on.
Someone told me it's an anime company known for this kind of stuff.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I think it's stupid. I think that's stupid that they went after Goblin Slayer but not Redo of Hero. I think that's just stupid. That's my take.
I don't know. Well, maybe it was like a preview of episode 1 and then they changed out to the preview. Maybe that what it was, so, maybe they did a preview, not like a world premiere, like a short preview. We were talking about Ecchi and then went to Redo of Hero.
Yeah, how did we get on the Ecchi hentai topic though? We were talking about the first episode, weren't we?
Yeah, and then I don't know. We talked about this genre and how it's not ecchi, and then
I literally don't know how I felt. My
brain
is all over the place. So this podcast is gonna be fun because of that. Because my brain was all over the place. Though.
I swear that when I talk about something, I always derail into something else similar to it, but just completely off it. I just rant about something else.
Like I got like so passionate about defending Goblin Slayer because like it just was not that bad.
Yeah, and then it's like, okay, what are we supposed to talk about episode 1? Well, I'm talking about a completely different anime I'm putting on
this podcast's gonna be so fun because my brain is all over the place.
Yeah, we are both people whose brains just go
listen,
somewhere else sometimes.
Listen, I'm pretty sure I don't have ADHD. I'm not diagnosed, but there might be some symptoms there.
I mean, if you want to know for sure, there's no diagnosis you can get. I mean, I had a friend who said he had OCD, but he never got diagnosed for it, but he says he has OCD.
Listen, guys, don't self-diagnose. Let this be your PSA for the day. Don't self-diagnose. Actually go to a professional.
Yes. Yeah, actually go to a professional can get you, they will get you a confirmation of whether you have these, like, ADHD or OCD or something else. You cannot know unless you are a professional yourself.
Yeah.
Then you can sign up, but if you're not a doctor, get a doctor.
What's the ethics on that?
You, just so you know.
Can psychologists self-diagnose themselves?
I mean, if they understand enough, probably. I mean, if they just barely pass, probably not.
Do doctors?
But I guess it depends.
Do doctors get their own family doctors?
They probably have a family doctor.
Right? Doctors go to a different doctor, right?
Yeah, they probably get another doctor to do the test, because I'm not sure they do the test on themselves. So they probably have a doctor who does the test. But, I mean, if you understood what you were learning for, like, diagnosing these kind of these things, you probably can diagnose yourself.
Dude, okay, this is off topic, like, way off topic, but, like...
Yeah, I know.
No, like, I'm talking, what I was gonna say next is way off topic, but, like... Have you heard about the Mr. Beast drama?
No.
Apparently, like, Mr. Beast got, like, caught in, like, doing some effed up shit. Like, apparently, like, he part of, like, the whole crypto scam thing with, like, Logan Paul and KSI. And, like, he hired... I
know about the crypto scam. Oh, wow.
Listen,
I remember the crypto scam. I didn't know he was
Listen.
involved.
I never cared about Mr. Beast. I've never watched a single one of his videos. Like, not even to this day.
Same.
But, like,
Yeah.
when I heard about all these allegations, like, yeah, he's messed up. How's this guy the biggest guy on YouTube?
I don't know, but I feel like this could really damage his reputation.
Yeah. You know what he has, I'm pretty sure.
I mean,
whether it's fake or not,
Yeah.
you know what he has.
yeah, once something like this happens, it's
Yeah.
out there already, and
Rest
there's no
in
way.
peace to Buskus. We'll miss you, man. I'll miss you.
You'll probably not recover from this. Yeah. Did you hear about the rapper who wrote a Drake song about Drake?
Drake's a pedophile, right?
Yeah. Someone made a song about that. The thing is, though, some of these allegations could be false, but people don't care. Once they hear it, it's out there. Like, even with the, like, stuff against the voice actor. Remember those allegations against him?
Wait, do you say
Yeah.
Rakugo?
No, the voice actor. You know?
Broly?
Vic? Yeah.
Well, Vic McNair? Yeah, dude, I like Vic.
Yeah.
He's Edward's...
Because I heard Funimation changed the voice actor for the home release because of those allegations that came out after the movie. I heard home release they got a new voice actor redo.
So,
I don't know if that's
Funimation.
true. No. I mean, here's the thing. When the allegations are made, they instantly go to taking the side of the person who made the allegations. And they always do.
I don't know how I feel about that because we have innocent until proven guilty and we have due process, but yeah, okay.
I know, but then also again, the leader of Headley was convicted of sexual misconduct and he was arrested.
I'm just gonna say it.
But his was proven.
I hate
True.
Funimation and Crunchyroll as a company. They both suck as a company. So yeah.
I just wish they would, find concrete evidence before making a decision over these things.
I like Vic. How do you pronounce his name? Vic Migno? Migona?
I don't know his last name. How do you pronounce
I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but like the voice actor for Edward Elric and Broly, I like him. He's a good voice actor.
Yeah. And, by the way, Dragon Ball Super Broly, not Z Broly. Just to be... He was Broly in Super, I don't think he was Broly in Z. Just, so they know what Broly I'm talking about. But yeah, so do I, but I'm like, it sucks that his career was ruined because of the other voice actor's allegation.
Exactly. I don't even think, did anything come out from that case? Because I don't even think it was finished. Like, did they prove it?
No, I don't think he was given a ruling, and I haven't heard anything about it. I don't think he was arrested for it.
Yeah.
But I don't think they said he was innocent either. I just think they might have eventually dropped the case. Because I don't think there was enough evidence, maybe, so they maybe just
Hollywood is just effed up in general. Like, have you heard about the whole P. Diddy and Epstein stuff? Hollywood is so messed up.
Yeah.
Like, yes, there's some good celebrities in Hollywood, but like Hollywood in general and just the industry is messed up.
Yeah, we don't want to see anything like this happening to Ryan Reynolds or Hugh Jackman.
Oh no, Ryan Reynolds, that could never. Not Daddy Reynolds.
Yeah. No. Yeah. All you have to call him Daddy Reynolds.
What? He's 40. He's old enough to be our dad.
I know. And he does have kids.
Okay.
But still. Come on, dude.
Also, he's Canadian.
We have gotten... Yeah, he's actually the most... I think he's actually the most popular Canadian actor right now.
Also, apparently Justin Bieber, apparently he went through some shit in Hollywood as well. I mean, it makes sense because he was young when he first started. Like, he was a teenager.
Yeah, he was like 16.
What?
Like 14 or 16?
Yeah, he was like,
what,
14, 15, I don't know. But
yeah, so when you start too young, some stuff can go happen.
Like,
if you start too
I feel
young.
like there needs to be laws that protect child actors and child musicians.
Yeah, I feel like even if you discover them before, you should probably wait till they're like 18 or 19 before you do this kind of stuff.
Yeah,
or
have someone that they know and like a loved one there to protect them at all times.
Yeah, maybe for musicians, maybe 18 or 19 before they can actually make decisions without a parental figure.
Like,
to
okay,
be
this is
there.
like way off topic. We're talking about Hollywood stuff, but that's fine. So like, did you hear about what happened to Drake Bell?
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah,
here's the thing.
that.
I like Drake and Josh. It's a good show. You know, that's childhood stuff. But like Drake Bell,
Yep.
yes, a lot of effed up shit happened to Drake Bell, but that doesn't excuse his actions.
Yeah. I mean, these people, like, it's their past, of course, but they should realize that your past can always come back to haunt you.
Exactly. So here's the.
Even as
Not only that.
age up, your past does not disappear.
Yeah.
What you did in your past will not be gone. Yeah.
Exactly. But I was more referring to like, yes, we can feel bad about what happened to Drake, because yes, what happened to him was terrible, but he also did those awful crap to other people.
Yeah, he should have known that what you do in your past is eventually going to come back to bite you in the ass.
And I hate how this happens, because this only perpetuates that whole cycle of, you know, like people who abuse end up being abusers.
Yeah.
So that only perpetuates that cycle.
Yeah. It's when people are getting abused, they need to get out of there as soon as possible. They need to be in a loving family, even if it's foster care.
So listen, we feel bad for Drake Bell. We feel bad about what happened to him.
Yes.
But we can still hold him accountable.
Yeah. It seems that things are getting a little better for him now, from what I hear. Him and Josh, I know, are still on good terms, apparently.
I don't know. I hear a lot of drama.
There's even been talk about a revival of Drake and Josh for like the newer.
Is that a thing? I feel like that's just a rumor.
I don't know. I don't know if it's confirmed or if it's just a rumor. But he did appear on The Masked Singer recently, Drake Bell. So it seems that this whole drama thing is.
Okay.
You know, they've gone.
This is getting really deep. Seems like for a podcast about anime.
Yeah. Maybe we should end it here.
I want to do another segment, because we did the review segment, anime review.
Yeah, what a segment do you have in mind?
How about a hot take segment? Like we just tell one of our hot takes.
I'm not.
Like, if you have an unpopular opinion of like anime or shows or actors.
Okay, you go first.
I could start one off. You know the show Last of Us?
Yes, I played the game. Part of the game.
This might be unpopular, but I found the show really boring. Super boring.
Yeah, a lot of people say it's really good and really true to the game. Is what I hear.
I really can't get into the show. I was really generous with the show. I gave the show 7 episodes before I dropped it, and usually my rule is 3 to 5 episodes before I make judgments. So I was really generous with the show. I really wanted to get into the show, but it was so boring. I'm sorry, I couldn't get into it. It wasn't that good to me. Like each episode's like what, an hour long? Every episode has one great moment. But just one.
Yeah.
And the rest of the episode was completely flat. It was pure exposition.
Yeah. I never checked it out, so I...
Sorry, what?
I can't say. I've never seen it because I never really cared enough to take it, but so like, I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah, but it's like all the interesting characters or the new characters that they introduced, they killed them off in that episode or they killed them off the next episode. I'm like, really? Like, you're gonna introduce a character like that and then just kill them off? Like, I don't know. Yeah. I just couldn't get into that series. It did make me excited to want to play the game though and see how the game is. Maybe. Yeah. So that's consolation. I don't know. You can throw out a hot take now.
Now, this is some video games, and not specific video games, but I know there's a lot of controversy over when there's like a sequel to the video game, and they cut off the main character from the original. I know that some people say that, and that makes a whole arc for the other character, but sometimes you figure that out, it makes you not want to play the next game in the series, because they killed off the original main character that you wanted to continue the story with.
Yeah.
And, like, because, like, with The Last of Us, too, that happened. And I'm like, I know I never finished the first one, but this does not make me want to play the second one. Because I really like Joel as a character. And you go and kill him off at the beginning of the first one in, like, one of the most sick ways. Like, it's just, like, it makes me not want to play Last of Us 2, Part 2. And it's like, why do they do this? Why do they always kill off the main character in the original game in the sequel?
I feel like that's not a hot take. I feel like a lot of people would agree with that, actually.
Yeah, but some people also, like, there's, like, controversy over it. There's arguments I've seen of people saying that's good and that's bad. So there's a lot of people that hate it, but there's a lot of people that like it. So it is a controversy.
It's a controversy, yeah, but I feel like most people would agree with what you're saying, though.
Yeah, but also a lot of people disagree with that.
I don't know. I've never played the game. I just heard I just heard the second one's like really controversial and like.
Yeah, because of that one scene at the beginning of the game.
Also, did you see?
And I mean,
oh my gosh! I don't know if you saw like this clip of a Korean streamer who was playing Last of Us 2. Apparently, when he got to that scene, he immediately shut off the game and broke the disc. He cut the disc in half.
I didn't hear that. But see, people hate it because of that, and then some people would think that's fine for Ellie's story. So.
And you know what's even sadder? I don't know if this is true, but like. Apparently, the backstory to that Korean streamer is apparently like his dad died recently, and like he always saw Joel as like that dad figure in the game, and so like he was really.
I mean, he was like a dad to Ellie.
Yeah.
He was like a dad to Ellie, so yeah, I can see that might have been a reason for that, hitting him so hard. But I know some other people just didn't want to play the game after that scene, and some people were like, well, it's better for Ellie's story, or. You know,
I have another hot take. It's a video game hot take, but like Gen 1 and 2 of Pokemon are the worst generations. Gen 3 to 9 are easily better.
Well, there is the Gen 1 story with Lavender Town's original music and the whole mess.
Gen 1 and 2, when it comes to the anime and the games, they're nowhere near as good as the newer stuff. People hate on the new stuff. You know, the new stuff is not that bad.
I can say when I played Sun and Moon for the first time, I actually did hate a lot of the new designs. I can imagine.
I don't get that.
You know, like,
I really don't. Cause
but,
like,
but stuff
I
like 2K
till the day I die, because the new gens are so overhated.
But stuff like 2K and Vikavore, those actually were good designs. Yeah. It's like the earlier designs I didn't like too much, but Vikavore and 2K were on my team since I got them. Like, they went to the Pokemon League with me, along with Incineroar.
I liked Sun and Moon. Also, Sun and Moon, the games at least, we're not talking about the anime, but the games, like, those are overlooked in terms of the games, because people hate the dialogue. I liked it, because, like, Ultra Sun and Moon was so focused on the story, and that was different for Pokemon.
Yeah. That is true.
Also, Lily's my girl. Aged up Lily. We're talking about aged up Lily.
Okay, aged up, that's acceptable, but, actual canon age. Hand canon age is fine. I'm going back to what we were talking about.
Yeah, exactly. If I cut it out, no one's gonna know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one anime I really wish got a second season.
Is there an anime hot take that you have? Like an unpopular opinion about an anime you have?
Unpopular opinion about anime. I know there was an argument of an anime I really liked how people said it was a lot worse than someone else's anime. But that's not really a hot take.
I might have a hot take. I don't know if this is a hot take, but Eren Yeager is the villain, and you can't convince me otherwise. Like, so many people defend his actions. So many people defend his actions and defend the actions of the Jaegerists. Like, guys, yes, Eren is the protagonist of the show. The story revolves around him.
The protagonist is not always a hero, though.
Exactly.
Like Death Note, and Light is the protagonist of Death Note, but he's a villain.
Exactly. Eren and Light are like
the protagonist doesn't always have to be the hero of the story.
The antagonist is the obstacle to the protagonist. That doesn't make them the villain.
Yeah, because I mean, like, I guess what L would be the antagonist to Light?
Yeah, L, and then what was his name? Neo in
And
the later
yeah,
half.
they would be the antagonist because they are the opposed to
And
the
then the
protagonist. But the
antagonist for
protagonist is so
Aaron,
villain.
the antagonist for Aaron would be the Mali Empire in the first half of the anime, and then
Probably
it'd be Mikasa, Armin, Levi, the Survey Corps in the later half.
yeah. So like the antagonist, so some people think the antagonist is always the villain,
Yeah.
but that's not true. The
Here's
antagonist, if you look at the definition, it says an obstacle to the protagonist is basically the definition, not villain.
Here's the thing. We understand Aaron's actions as to why he did it. That doesn't justify it. Again, the means don't justify the ends. But as even though we understand why Aaron's doing it, he's still committing a genocide. Him and the Jaguars are still committing a genocide in the anime. There's no defense. He's a good character. He's a well-written character, but that doesn't make him any less of a villain.
The writing just makes it more interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
When a character is well written, it makes you actually want to know more about the character and his reasons for doing what he's doing.
One of the reasons why I love Armin so much is because of how well written he is, because of how much depth he has to his character, and also he's my boy.
Yeah. So you have to understand, it's not the antagonist. The protagonist can be a villain, it can be a hero. Doesn't have to be a hero to be the protagonist. They just have to be the main character.
I have another hot take.
Whether they're good or evil.
I have another hot take when it comes to Attack on Titan.
Go for it.
Mikasa and Levi are overrated. They're good. They're good characters. I like them, but they're overrated.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, I have a hot take.
Ooh, what is it?
You're hitting me. People, like, whenever there's an overpowered protagonist, a lot of people hate that. Like, I know a lot of people like, but there's also a lot of people who hate powered protagonists. But sometimes that drives the story forward in a good way.
I mean, yeah, I do think overpowered. I do think OP characters are overhated, and there is a way to do it correctly. But yeah. Yeah,
like for Lumu from that time we call it slime. Sure, he's overpowered, but he doesn't try to use overpowered to make people submit to him. He wants to do it politically.
Have you seen Solo
and
Leveling?
Wants to. Yeah, I've seen
most of it. It's so good.
Yeah, I've seen the majority of it. It is an anime I'm planning
you need to finish it. You need to finish it. It's so good. But that is another example of the protagonist being overpowered and being really good.
Yeah, he doesn't use his power to make other people submit to him.
Yep.
He does it he does it to protect others. Like, Rimuru became a demon lord not because he wanted to get revenge on revenge on humans. He did it because he wanted to, he lost a lot of the people of his nation. He wanted a chance to bring them back, and also he wants to protect the people of the nation and form bonds with other nations, and politically, not through, force. So it's good that he wants to do it politically instead of just trying to use his power just to make everyone submit to him.
Yeah.
So he's a well-written character, the way he's going about trying to unite the nation, rather than, doing it in a way that shows that, oh, I'm overpowered, so I'm stronger than you, kind of thing. Which in the anime where it's like, oh, like the anime was, oh, I'm stronger than you, now you're mine, I'm gonna kill you and kill you. It's like, okay, he's overpowered, that's just too much. There has to be, they have to go about showing the overpowered, not trying to, have to use it for a good reason, not just to show I'm stronger than you.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, Rimuru uses it to protect the people of his nation that he cares about, by going through it in kind of a political way, not, I just want to show people that I'm stronger so they don't mess with my nation. He wants to actually unite nations rather than just, stay away from my nation because I'm stronger than you, kind of thing.
Yeah. While you were talking, I just thought of another hot take for Attack on Titan. I have so many of these, but this one is gonna make people mad.
Go for it.
I didn't care about Sasha's death, and I liked Gabby's character.
That's the reason I stopped the anime.
Really?
Well, I mean, it's just, you spent, what, 3 seasons knowing her.
Did we though? Did we?
I did. I mean, she was there for, like, almost the whole time.
Yeah, she was there, but like we didn't really get any context on the character until like what, season 3, and like it was only a bit of it.
I know, but when I see a character for enough time, I kind of want to see them till the end.
I honestly don't remember. I don't remember her backstory, to be honest. Like she was not that memorable to me.
I remember because of the potato girl scene.
Yeah, like that's the only thing memorable about her. Like, yeah, she was funny. She had some funny moments.
Yeah.
But like.
But I mean, when the anime got to season 4, I find when it started to change. I found it was a little more light-hearted. Not exactly like a light-hearted anime, but it got more gritty when it went to, and darker when it went to season 4. I find.
I like that. Maybe I'm just an edgelord, but I kind of like that.
Yeah, it just went to a dark. Well, that's not. I heard that's not the only reason. I just find it got a little too dark and gritty for my taste, and
yeah. Honestly, to me, that's when Attack on Titan got good. Like, it got even better to me. That's when Attack on Titan got even better for me. It's very darker.
Sometimes the change of an anime doesn't align with some people's taste, and it causes them to switch. But I mean, some people find it gets better, when it changes styles.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I mentioned this before, but Gabby is still overhated as a character. She's way overhated.
Yeah, I know people hate her as a character. I don't have any complaints about her.
I like her character. Because here's the thing. If you like Eren's character, you should like Gabby's character as well. Because they mirror each other. Gabby is basically Eren if she didn't go down his same path.
For me, I didn't see enough, so I can't. Yeah. For me, not seeing enough of season 4, I don't really have any take on her, so I can't really, agree or disagree with that. Because I didn't get enough time with her.
I'm just saying, like, her backstory mirrors Eren's a lot. Like, especially young Eren in season 1. Like,
yeah, and
if you look at it from her perspective, it's basically Eren's perspective from season 1.
Yeah, I haven't seen that, but I can understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like, from, you actually seeing it and knowing about it, I can say, that.
So, like, I'm sorry. I liked Gabby's character from the start. I'm like, okay, this girl's like, she's fun, like, she's more energetic. She has Eren's, season 1 Eren's, like, energy. She has his personality. So, like, it's a nice flip on that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I will say that doesn't mean I don't like Attack on Titan. I still think Attack on Titan is one of the best animes. And who's the author? Hajime Isayama, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still one of the best mangaka out there.
Yeah. This just reminded me of Akira Toriyama's passing back in March. But yeah, that affected the world though, Akira Toriyama's passing. But yeah, that's just do with a hot take. But,
oh man, rest in peace to Akira Toriyama.
Akira Toriyama. Yeah, there were so many tributes by like.
And also to the Yu-Gi-Oh creator. I don't remember his name, but to the Yu-Gi-Oh creator who died as well. Rest in peace.
Oh. That's remind me, the High School Dead creator? Yeah. He died before finishing his manga.
Oh man. High School Dead.
And it's never be finished. No one knew his...
Is it Noragami, or the creator of Noragami, is he still alive, or she?
Probably.
Where's season 3?
There's a possibility, the rating view is not good enough to create another season.
I know.
The problem is when an anime is... The problem is when an anime is really good and you really get invested and then it just...
Exactly.
Just stops. Because that was actually a concern for Shield Hero after season 2 when it literally dropped in popularity.
Yeah.
Because season 2 was not very good. I'm just glad they still went with season 3 and season 3 was a lot better.
I didn't think season 2 was that bad. Was it really that bad for people?
What, season 2?
Yeah.
Well, it really dropped in ratings.
Sure, but
Like,
that's the consensus. But like, did you really think it was that bad?
I felt like I didn't really like the kind of, the kind of villain in that who kind of wakened the tortoise only, like the
Okay.
scientist guy. I
Yeah,
don't like him,
I know.
but
I know a lot of people had a problem with that because like it was different from the novels, right?
yeah, but one thing I did like was the sheer hero Raftalia and Philo all going to the ward like of where Glass and Orc are from.
Yeah,
I
I
like
like
them
that.
going to another. I like them going east side, not just always in Melamar. We gotta see another place in the anime rather than just staying in the region where they were summoned to. So I think that was interesting
Yeah,
in
I
the
like that.
anime.
That's what I said. I didn't think season 2 was that bad. I thought it was good. Like, but like,
I just didn't like.
okay.
I thought it was good when they went to like. I didn't think the tortoise fight was all that well, but when they went to the other ward, I'm like, that's good. I
Yeah,
like
that
this
ended.
them showing up
That did
different
end.
wards.
The tortoise fight did end pretty quickly. I will give it
Yeah,
that
so I
one.
did. So I did like that they did show another place, rather than just the
Um,
place we knew from season 1. So that was that was good.
what was the girl's name again? The one with the fishing rod.
Kizana?
Yeah, Kizana. I did like her character.
Yeah, and she's 18, so she's legal.
Okay.
I actually prefer Glass with the pigtails over her just straight hair. Honestly,
Really?
I like her.
I kind
I
of
like her
prefer
pigtails.
Kizana.
I like her pigtail style. I'm just saying the style of
Oh.
her hair I like better in season 2 than season 1. When she has the pigtail, she looks more childlike, in my
I
opinion.
like how the
more
voice
childlike.
actor. Sorry, not the voice. I like how what's it? Nathami called her a lolly hag.
Yeah, that's funny.
And also, speaking of the voice actor for Nathami, like rip in peace to his English voice actor.
He passed away.
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, I did not know that.
Apparently that's in the English dub. Apparently that's why they had to switch out English voice actors because the first guy passed away.
Oh wow. I'm just glad they still missed season 3 and that it went back to season 4.
I do. I understand why it takes a long time for a season to get greenlit, but it's annoying. Because you have to recap everything. If it takes so long. Because
Yeah.
I love Irregular Magic High School. I love Blue Exorcist, but those ones the gap between season 1 and 2 took so long.
There's some anime I literally had to drop with the new season because it took too long. I don't remember what happened in season 1, and sometimes when they don't label it clearly as season 2, 3, 4 like that, I'm like, I don't know if season 1 ended, so can't go back and see that ending. So I have to drop them because I'm like, I'm not gonna rewatch an entire series just to find out what the last episode was,
Yeah.
So sometimes I'm like, if it takes too long and I don't remember what happened, I will drop the anime. That has happened a few times. And sometimes I also hate when they skip a huge chunk of the anime. Like between 2 seasons. Like the season ends, right?
Yeah.
And then the next season starts and there's a huge chunk they don't even touch over. Like what happened in between the end of season 1 and the beginning of season.
Yeah.
Usually
when they do that, they usually come back to it as like an explanation.
The Promised Neverland did that, and they rarely touched on what happened. And what happened between the end of season 1 and beginning of season 2 was actually very important, and they briefly touched on it. A lot of people, Promised Neverland really dropped popularity because of that.
Promised Neverland, and wait, is that the one where the animation quality went down, or was that Seven Deadly Sins?
That was Seven Deadly Sins that dropped in
Yeah.
anime.
I kept hearing about that.
The Promised Neverland dropped in viewership because they skipped a huge chunk between the end of season 1 and season 2, which was important, and they briefly touched on it. It got a lot of hate for that. And the anime dropped in viewership because of that. How they skipped that and they barely touched on is something very important for the story. So I hate when animes do that. They skip an entire important part and they only briefly touch on it. Because some animes do that. And that really can lower...
You haven't seen My Hero Academia, right?
No.
I do have a hot take with My Hero though, and this might be upsetting.
This has to be the last one because I have to go after this.
Okay. I hate Bakugo as a character. I think he's so overrated. I think his redemption is so forced. And I think, like the fact that Deku forgave him immediately, it's just, no, Deku, what are you doing?
That makes him another character that people hate because of one thing about him.
Yeah.
Asta from Black Clover, people hate him. Because he screams too much.
No, Bakugo's character is just so annoying, to be honest. I can't.
Yeah, that's why people like to hate Stuck, because he's annoying. Yelling was so annoying, but he gets better.
No, but people love him. He's one of the most popular characters in the show.
Bakugo? Yeah. I don't know. It seems right. It just
his redemption is so. Here's the thing. Endeavor is a piece of shit, but his character is so well written. And his redemption was a lot better than Bakugo's. Horikoshi handled Endeavor's redemption arc much better than he did with Bakugo. Bakugo, I can't even call that a redemption. I can't even call it an apology. It felt so forced. He was really shoving the whole Deku and Bakugo to be friends thing.
I feel like, when it comes to manga creators, there's just some stuff that they just, it's like, they just know that they should have done this sooner in the anime before it became too late, because then it's hard to redemption. Vegeta's redemption arc is great in Dragon Ball. It's great. And then Kiyotama kind of backpedals all the progress in the Blue Saga by making margin and going back to his evil ways. But then he kind of tries to go back to the Vegeta redemption that actually does work as 2 redemption arcs for Vegeta in Super. And he has 2 redemption arcs. Which is actually, he actually did a good job on doing another redemption arc for Vegeta after the whole margin Vegeta thing. But sometimes you need to do a redemption arc earlier than later. Because sometimes it becomes too late to do it.
Yeah.
Which I find is what the creator did with Bakugo. He waited too long.
I don't even think he waited too long. It's just he was really forcing that relationship.
Yeah, it's like he wanted to end the manga soon, and he didn't have enough. He didn't want to, go a whole long thing for Bakugo, so he just kind of rushed it and kind of forced it to be redemption arc.
I'm gonna be honest. When his death scene came up, I felt nothing. I kind of felt sad. Yeah, okay, it's his character, it's sad. But, I was kind of glad at the same time because I just didn't care for his character.
Yeah.
I know he's one of the most popular characters and it's supposed to be hard-hitting, but, I just didn't care enough about Bakugo.
Yeah. I can understand that. You waited too long to give him a redemption. Because the earlier you do it, the more time you can spend on it. Kiyotama did it right after Frieza, or around Frieza, is when he got redempting Vegeta as he doesn't want to work for Frieza anymore. Yeah. So he actually did it quite early in Z, which kind of helped, I think.
Yeah. Anyway, so I think we're gonna end the podcast there. We did a few good segments today. It was a good first episode. We had that review, the hot takes. Yeah. We somehow went off the deep end and talked about Hollywood.
Yeah. We have some other segments that are going to appear in some future podcasts. Yeah, so it's not going to be always the hot takes and watching anime. We may do them, but we might do something else. Yeah, they're not going to, not every
podcast is going to be, this podcast, sorry, what were you saying?
Not every podcast will, we won't do some podcasts the same 2 things, maybe one the same thing but go some different stuff. There's going to be at least one different segment each podcast from the previous one.
Yeah. I was going to say, this podcast is going to be bi-weekly. Hopefully we can keep that consistency up.
It's supposed to be monthly. It's supposed to be monthly after the fourth one, but that didn't work out too well.
Yeah, monthly did not work out. So hopefully if we do at least every 2 weeks, where it's not every week, but it's also not every month. Hopefully we can keep the consistency up where it's every 2 weeks now.
Yeah, and possibly, most likely, between Monday and Wednesday is usually when we'll do these.
Yeah.
Because, seriously, we both have we'll both have a job, right?
Yep.
So we're both also working, and it has to work with our schedules.
I'm probably gonna be able to do this Monday and Tuesday, probably not Wednesday, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm good Monday and Tuesday. It's just
Yeah.
because I work usually the rest of the week.
So anyway, guys, thanks for joining and watching this podcast and listening to us. Thank you for the first episode of version 3000 whatever.
Yeah, so we'll see you guys next time. This
Bye,
is
guys.
Lightning Nova.
And Gabe. That's
See you guys
Gabe.
later. This is Gabe. Okay, bye guys.